This isn't directed at any one team. I think it's collective. Here in the city of Detroit, while all our teams have become good, there is no vibe in this town that any of these teams are going to go Sylvester Stallone, hat backwards and over the top and make a move and go for anything. And that's sad to me. But I want to read this to you because Sheila Ford Hamp made a statement. And I'll read it. And there's just two pieces where I go, And Stoney can comment as well here. I want to start by thanking you for your commitment to the team and support you show through the season. I'm always blown away by the energy you create in Ford Field and the advantage you give our team every time we run out of the tunnel. Okay. I want to acknowledge that our results on field this season were not what any of us envisioned, and frankly, were not good enough. Good on her for saying it.
Damn right.
While we do not believe it is time for drastic change, this is an opportunity for us to refocus, evolve, and move forward, okay? That's one piece. And I want to talk about that in a minute. I'm proud of the roster we've built and the 36 wins we've accumulated over the last 3 years.
Okay, but go on.
That success doesn't happen by accident, but it does not guarantee future success. It's incumbent upon us to grow towards our ultimate goal of bringing a championship to you in the city of Detroit. Please just say Super Bowl next time. I can assure you that we're committed to looking at everything we do to ensure we're performing at the highest level. Through conversations with Rod, Brad, and Dan, we're all aligned in this thinking and have started meetings to address how we move forward. We're excited for 2026, and we'll bring some of the new elements we introduce for all of you. Thanks again for your commitment. So the 36-win thing bothers me. Who cares? That is a giant nothing burger. Going 15-2 and getting aced by Jaden Daniels, no one remembers nor values those 15 wins.
I would agree with you if she stopped there.
Don't say that. Don't say you're proud of the 36 wins. Because it's nothing to be proud of.
But she goes on and says that success doesn't happen by accident. It does not guarantee future success.
Right,
it's our incumbent upon us to continue growing forward of our ultimate goal of bringing a championship.
Right, but
what's wrong with that?
Everything. It's self-congratulatory for a team that's never visited the Super Bowl.
I think you're nitpicking more than even I do.
That's fine.
I found there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, and guess what? It's not North Korea.
I know.
You will not be killed by artillery, Mike. It's okay.
I know.
I didn't like it. It bothered me because it was the most Lionsy thing of all.
There's only one thing in there that doesn't bother. Not there's two.
There's
and
two.
This is how nitpicking things I am. And you didn't even read it. She starts it off by "Dear LLMs." I tried to figure out what the hell that was.
What the hell does that mean?
Dear Lions Loyalty Members is what LLM stands for. To me, I don't like that. And the other thing is, and it's nothing against him personally.
Rod Wood?
Yeah.
Why is Rod's name in here?
That's it.
Rod handles all now, if he's sticking to his job,
which I believe
he handles all non-football responsibilities, takes them away from Brad Holmes, and he runs the business.
Right, and Disner does the cap and all that.
That's right. Why is Rod a part of that?
That's the only thing that bothers me. Mm-hmm. And it's not a knock on Rod. He does a really good job with the business thing.
Nitpicking now,
right,
Stoney.
That's what I said. Those are my nitpicks. LLMs and Rod.
Woo!
Yes.
But what do you guys take out of it? Look, I like the idea that she admits they have to evolve, how their successes doesn't guarantee future success. Fine.
But basically, the old Bob Quinn, 9-7 ain't good enough.
I like that.
Yeah.
But what did you make of the comment, "While now is not the time for drastic change"?
I think that's fine because I don't think they need drastic change. Drastic change would mean saying goodbye to either Brad Holmes or Dan Campbell.
Well, that would be absurd.
That's to me, that's drastic. I don't think they need drastic change. They need to, in these quote unquote meetings, figure out how can we get better? What do we need to do in our process? Whether it is, okay, I want you, because I listen to Mike Valenti every day, says Sheila, I want you to actually do something aggressive at the deadline or do this or do that and don't waste draft picks for toys like Tesla.
The only thing I would say is this. If we go under the assumption that Decker and Glasgow are retiring,
right?
Okay, I view drastic is we have to rebuild both our offensive and defensive lines.
Yes.
Okay. Look, no one has gone on record telling me Kirby Joseph is going to be at OTAs. or training camp.
Right.
And Brian Branch is dead. I
Right.
mean, Brian's going to be out a long time.
But I don't expect her to put in a statement of actual football stuff.
No, but my point is drastic measures are going to have to be taken to get this team into a Super Bowl window again. And I'll give you another example. You need an offensive coordinator.
Well, yes.
And by the way, I love the people they're interviewing because they're not from here. It's not that incestual,
right.
Oh, he once, was in a canoe with Dan Campbell, so you get to coach here.
He drove through Detroit once.
Right, Detroit.
Brian Callahan. Remember him?
Yeah.
He was a quarterback coach here for a while.
Yes.
So they're not.
But
right.
Mike Kafka.
Yeah.
Also Mike McDaniel, who, if he doesn't get a head coaching job, yes, it's on Sheila to reach in her pocket and make him the highest paid OC in the league.
Yeah.
And I'm not telling you a lot of owners will do it.
No.
But she has to do it if she wants to bring us a Super Bowl here.
Right.
But what did you take out of it, guys? And Kenny, please, David, feel free. I didn't like the whole shouting out the 36 wins over 3 years. It bothered me. It felt small-timey. Please don't waste my time with that. We haven't won a playoff game in 2 years. Nobody cares about 36 wins. And by the way, damn near half of them came in one season, which also didn't have a playoff win. It just felt very Lionsy, and I didn't like that. Now, Stoney says I'm nitpicking, and that's okay. Because I think he's nitpicking about LLMs.
Yes, I am. I admit it. Nobody can nitpick unimportant stuff better than me.
That's fine. Yeah. Kenny, what's your takeaway?
I typically lean more towards what Stoney said, and I think that is a little nitpicky by you. I'm sorry to say that, but it seems to me that if Stoney's right, if she had stopped at the wins thing and didn't elaborate or expound and say, oh, well, their ultimate goal is to win a championship, and she also said what we did wasn't good enough before that, to bookend that with that tells you the ultimate mindset of the team, and I think he's right about that.
So what is your takeaway? You still didn't answer my damn question.
My takeaway is that I didn't have any issue with anything she said, particularly in this. And I think my takeaway is that they're going to try to get better and drastic change. The thing that you were worried about there, too, is I think Stoney's right again when he says Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, that's drastic change. I don't think she's not an X's and O's football mind. She doesn't need to answer anything specific like that.
So drastic change would only have been Dan or Brad.
Okay,
yes.
That's pretty drastic.
It's very drastic.
This is good. We're talking through it. It makes me feel better about that point. LLMs. David, your thoughts. What did you take out of it? If you want to nitpick, fine. And if you don't, that's fine too.
Yeah, I do think that you're nitpicking about the word championship. I think that she's meaning Super Bowl. I understand what she's saying there.
Then here's my response.
So I'm not going to nitpick on that. I understand. But I get what she's saying there. I don't like the 36 wins for a different reason.
Oh.
Because I think she's mentioning that because that's what keeps the season ticket holders there.
Hello.
The 36 wins. You mentioned that. You say, I'm proud of the 36 wins because you keep bringing me your checks, bringing me your money.
I think you're looking way too deep for that. They have that place is sold out. It's got a waiting list.
Why are they sold out?
Yeah,
because of the 36 wins.
No, because they're good. They're not great right now, but they're good.
I'm just telling you, Stoney, listen, it's okay for us to not see it the same way. But I'm with David in this regard.
That's nice for this show.
I know. The rest of the station could use that. The point is, it's okay to have this opinion on the heels of us just talking about if you don't believe these teams are bleeding to win.
Right.
And they like being good, what have we talked about? For the first time in Lions history, they got a season ticket waiting list of 20,000 people. They're the popular ones. Mm-hmm. They've never been popular.
I know.
I read it a lot like David did. And it doesn't mean we're right. But we're human beings. We're allowed to perceive things.
Exactly.
But I will tell you this because she does say we'll do everything to continue growing towards the ultimate goal.
Were we breaking into Matt Khalil territory?
Well, David was just excited to tell everybody.
What I don't want to hear later on in the OC process is if McDaniel doesn't get a head coaching position and he goes elsewhere to be an OC,
that's all.
I don't want to hear a story that it was because they didn't want to pay more than the other team.
That's true.
Because this ultimate goal thing that she put in here means you're not doing everything to get to the ultimate goal.
I can't change that Mike McDaniel has 4 head coaching interviews.
Right. He's actually in Tennessee right now.
And if he gets one, God bless. But if he doesn't get a head coaching job, You need to go to him, and I don't know who the highest paid OC in football is. You can't get that data it's not readily available.
No.
But if John Harbaugh is going to request $20 million to be the highest paid head coach in the NFL, let's say the highest paid OC is $10 million. Give him 11. Get him here. You play on a fast track. You'll play 12 indoor games. You've got elite weapons everywhere, and you were Kyle Shanahan's run game coordinator, and you will go from Miami, who, as bad as the Lions line was this year, it was still better than anything the Dolphins have put out there in McDaniel's tenure there. This would be the ultimate image rehab for Mike McDaniel. That's a home run Super Bowl kind of hire.
Yeah.
Show me. But see, I think that's drastic. That's the difference. A drastic move is going out and you get Mike McDaniel.
That'd be great.
Now, I think another drastic move would have been making a play for a Brian Flores. Those are drastic moves. I want to see this team be materially different in their approach. So, guys, what do you take out of it? I would love to know. And if you just want to text it in, that's fine too. What struck you about Sheila's statement? 248-539-9797. Yes, Kenny.
No, I was just saying to David back here when we were talking about drastic moves. You consider the McDaniel thing a drastic move. They wouldn't have brought him in for an interview if they weren't trying to make, or at least considering making, that type of a move.
Why? That could be PR as much as anything else.
It could be PR, but why would they? That's a dumb PR move, if you ask me.
So's Kelly Stafford having a podcast. What do you want me to tell you?
Because the other chess piece that'll eventually follow is, it wasn't serious.
Okay. Hey, listen.
And then you look stupid.
It's a free country.
You know what? They listened to the show when I was here the last one. I brought this up. The Mike McDaniel. That's why they're doing it.
It would be incredible.
That's the PR move.
248-539.
They love me.
Okay, then 97.1.